How do you do? It would be a little unkind to present this picture without just a word of friendly warning. I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, well, we've warned you.
He really hates you guys for some reason because he always wants to cuddle and be on top of me when I'm sitting here working and gaming. And then I bring him on here for like 50-some people to see, and he cannot wait to get away from you posers. That is how much of a metal elitist Rocket is. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wyatt's Metal Podcast. We are currently not on fire. That's probably not going to change, to be honest, because I happen to live in a very nice little pocket of Southern California called, I forgot what it was called. I was checking what Rocket was doing. I live in Long Beach. We have like no fire issues ever. Currently, like directly above me, most of the sky is clear blue, but off in the distance, I can see the smoke cloud, the fires of Mordor spreading out, all the rich people, the Hollywood elite, the actors, the pedophiles, all those people's houses burning down at the moment, and a bunch of good people's houses too. It's really crazy to me that seeing this in an area that I'm very familiar with. All the video I've seen on like the news or clips on X are streets that I know, or like houses that, I mean, I don't personally know, but like areas I definitely know what they normally look like. Seriously burning right now. Very exciting. No, obviously feel horrible for anyone who's affected by it. If you are listening to this, don't know why you'd be listening to this while your house is on fire, but don't leave. That is not what I meant. There's a period between those. Leave if you absolutely have to, or leave if you fucking want to, because yeah, fuck that shit. I was thinking myself, I was watching videos of people gathering their little goodies of survival gear and saying like, oh, I tried to go save this or this. I'm like, I would just immediately grab rocket and run the fuck out the door. Everything else can get fucked. Don't leave. That is not what I meant. Do not listen to me. God damn. There's going to be a class action lawsuit against me now. I'll be like, no, I was joking. I'm just stupid. I'm sorry. No, but I am perfectly fine. I am most likely going to be perfectly fine. I'm quite far away from where the fire is. Like with normal, normally it would take like about an hour to get to there from here. With traffic, it could easily be like 3. So don't worry, I'm not about to burst into flames while I'm here chatting with everybody. But let's see how everyone's doing. Josh L is here. What's up, man? He says, you're alive. I made it. Yeah, sucks. California burns all the time. It's really no surprise anymore. Something stupid with Dom. What's up? Says, no fire can stop the almighty savior of metal. Mr. Darkmare says, all hail Wyatt. What's up? Ellie Not So Smelly says, hope the savior of metal is doing well today. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing all right. Definitely kind of a lull point after the holidays and New Year's and everything, and kind of being trapped down here now that everything's on fire. Holy wildfires, Batman. Yeah, I mean, are wildfires metal? Can that be a metal thing? I looked on all of the metal like news sites. I've barely found any topics to talk about today. So I am so open to any suggestions, any questions, any more fire safety tips for me. I heard that if the teacher is 15 minutes late, we can leave. Please don't leave. As I said before, stay exactly where you are. God damn it. Oh, yeah, where was that comment I saw as the intro was going that made me fucking die laughing? Daniel says, Shabbat Shalom, ready for some weekly Zionism. If you guys don't get the joke, I actually forgot that I posted it on there. I posted on like all my social media. There's this profile that's been commenting on my videos that is very like a wannabe neo-Nazi. I say wannabe because it's embarrassing even for their pathetically low standards. But on one of my last videos, he commented saying, this is definitely a Zionist Jew channel. There was another where he tried to call me a quite inappropriate word for people who are friends with people of other races that I just kind of laughed at. Yeah, so shalom, everybody. My super, super Jewish Zionist, me, savior of metal, who doesn't have anybody Jewish in them. Not that that would be a problem, but yeah. I've said many times, you get fucking retards commenting on your shit, no matter what you talk about. And yes, we will absolutely play your bar mitzvah if we are paid handsomely. I'm not going to do it for free. It's only fair. Lilith is here. What's up? Zero System says, let's go. I want Dark Insanity at my funeral. We will 100% play at funeral. That would rip. Greetings, Fire Watchers. We'll get to that in a moment. I swear, if it was another goddamn baby shower, you mean gender reveal. I think they've kind of like outlawed that completely once people started being like, our gender reveal was blowing up the Challenger shuttle. They're like, okay, maybe we need to take a step back. You can have like a colorful cake. That's going to be it. Ellie Not So Smelly says, I saw videos saying that people had to abandon their vehicles in the middle of the freeway. Yeah. And that, it doesn't seem like it happened during, I mean, I guess it would have turned it into rush hour if the whole place was suddenly on fire. But yeah, that is a horrible place for traffic during the normal rush hour times. Here, let me share something I found. And then all of those super mega rich, like elite hills or elite homes that all the actors and rich people live in, they're all on these windy fucking narrow streets that not more than one car can go down at the same time, and they all drive stupid expensive cars. That has never made sense to me. Even before it was on fire, it's like you buy like a several $100,000 luxury car, and if anyone comes down that road, your shit's gonna be fucked immediately. Is Elon earlier, if you guys can see that. So that, yeah, let me pause this. This is the road from like, if you watch the first Iron Man movie, when you see Malibu and Santa Monica there, that's that area. That's where like they would film. There's a lot of filming there because it's a super nice, prestigious area. Not anymore. Now it looks like War of the Worlds. A little bit. I wonder if Diddy's house is burning. That's probably what it is. Someone was probably trying to get rid of the baby oil and it exploded, and now here we are. Yep, right there. That is like, I pause on the right spot. That's what it looks like normally during non-rush hour. This had to be taken at like noon. Because if you drove that shit, which I had many times from like 3 onward, it was a nightmare. Unless you get paid to drive by the hour, which I used to. Then it was fun. Yeah, Lilith is correct. Diddy's house has tunnels. They got out. This was all the people who like managed to earn money but weren't complete evil Hollywood scum. Some of them, but there's good people affected by this too, and that sucks. And my heart goes out to them. I hope they get help. I hope they saved as many pets as they can. Something stupid with Dom says, Savior, can I make a cassette of Dark Insanity EP? Not going to sell it, just want your blessing. Yeah, I mean, go for it. That's cool with me. Don't sell it, then I'll sue your ass. But no, yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah. Yeah. Almost looks like Doomsday. Definitely. And that is, yeah, such a like a fancy area. You've definitely seen it on shows and other film and stuff. There's another crazy picture I saw that I have to find, but water your houses, people. Yeah, so I guess a bunch of people had to abandon their cars because when fires break out, people end up abandoning their cars, which sucks. Imagine that. Gather all your shit, trying to get out. You're stuck behind some asshole, not moving. You're like, oh, there's nobody in it. Now I'm going to die. Thanks. But there's video of the news of bulldozers like crushing cars and pushing them out of the way so firefighters can get through. Oh no, the poor billionaire whose house just burnt down. Not all of them. Like I've said, there is a percentage of people who are good people who are affected by this. It's probably not that big, but I do care about the exceptions to the rule. Killdozer. If you note the lore, oh my goodness. Killdozer is probably the most metal thing ever. See, Killdozer could have been used for good. If we had that right now, and instead of guns, we put fire hoses on it, it'd be epic. We need a water tank. See, the thing is that, like, even from this picture, you can see how close the water is. It's like across the street. And the fire is so fucking ridiculous. Well, I mean, I guess they're not siphoning salt water. Are you sure all the fire and destruction isn't just a new Iron Maiden video? I mean, they're taking it pretty extreme. I'd be a little disappointed. They could, I mean, you know, flying a plane is one thing, but this not giving a fuck about the environment is crazy. I've never understood why California can't just siphon like snow from other places, from up north, from Canada that we're about to take over. So now we can come over for all their snow to put out these fires. But yeah, we should have a giant fucking tunnel that can get like when places have when Chicago and Texas people are frozen to death, we should be able to get some of their snow, chuck it over to California and put out some fucking fires. I am going to be an excellent emperor when I decide to take over one day. Ellie, not so smelly, says, I live by a certain rule. Treat me nicely, and I'll treat you nicely. Exactly. Unless you like Nickelback, then all bets are off. But metal guy quoting a punk song saying, when the hills of Los Angeles are burning, I'm not going to keep singing the song. There was more here. Let me continue with this. Yeah. Let me find that crazy ass picture. Fires are metal. That's going to be my excuse to go on about this subject for a minute. Not the whole time, but oh yeah, dude, this one was fucking crazy. I mean, can you blame me? It's happening right now. I can see the fucking clouds off in the distance. Cali has snow during the winter. Even from like where I am, if it happens to snow, you can definitely see it. Yep, this is like a fancy, expensive area. That was all what last night. They said there was like 100-mile-an-hour winds. I don't know how that happens. It must be those drones that suddenly disappear. Daniel says getting pretty tired of living through historical events. Everyone does. To be fair, has anyone ever lived in a time where nothing exciting happened? Dead ass looks like Fallout. Exactly, it literally does. And this is like, this is the parts of LA where there's not many homeless camps and all the trash. This is where the money people live. And now it's dark. Now they have to go live on Skid Row. Mediocre drummer says Bethesda is rubbing their hands at a new location for the next Fallout season. Looks like GTA 5 when you leave the city. Dude, I played that game nonstop for years because of how accurate it was. I was like, I know that place. Like, that was crazy how accurate that game was. Skid Row just got a bit busier. Yeah, for sure. At least those people can afford expensive tents. Let's see. Where did I find that picture at? I found this fucking crazy picture I posted on Instagram. I think I reposted it here, actually. What am I doing? And then we'll try to move on to some metal stuff. Just give me a second. Watching myself stream. That's kind of weird. Oh, yeah. This one is fucking crazy. This, I think, gives a pretty good view of the situation. This is a big fucking area. This is about... This might be like where the airport is, I think. Or no, like that's even farther down. But this is like Santa Monica, Malibu right up here. It would take... I live way down even farther past here, so it has a lot to burn through before it gets anywhere near me, which it will. But yeah, holy shit, that is kind of an epic picture, is it not? Sean says, damn, that's a big ass fire. Ellie Not So Smelly is on the freezing side of the world. It's been snowing in the UK and freezing, says Talena. Well, send some of it over here. This happens every year. I'm just saying. Most of the world is buried in snow. California burns to the ground, and we can't figure out a middle ground. Crap, that's a volcano. This is actually the remake to that stupid movie Volcano. Daniel says wars, possible nuclear attacks, COVID, norovirus, fires, Creed, country music. Too many events in my life, man. I'm tired. When you put it that way, all right, I understand, you know. Mr. Darkmare says, ever heard of thrash metal IQI? He lives in LA just like you. I have not. I don't know who that is. That movie sucked. Tommy Lee Jones should be booed. It wasn't just him why that movie sucked. That movie sucks in general. Josh L says, just threw a snowball to the west. I did my part. Thank you. You did nothing to help, but I appreciate the sentiment. The thoughts and prayers are appreciated. Anyway, crazy shit. If you're somewhere that's not on fire, congratulations. Man, California sucks. But speaking of fire, let's talk about some tours that got announced. I only have 2, unless people have any others they recommend. Rocket, what are you doing? Rocket's jumping on the counter, you son of a bitch. Come here. Love me. You love me all the time, except when cameras are on. What do you think about the fires? What metal band do you think is overrated? Come on, damn. He's the complete opposite of this every single time, unless the camera's on. And then he's like, no, I get camera shy. Anyway. Missile Girl says, kitty. Rocket just wants to watch the world burn. That is facts. He's been staring out the window. That's why he wants to get away, staring out the window, just like, yes. . Did Rocket start the fire to avoid the stream? I don't think he went that far. He is a little bastard, though, so maybe. Anyway. We got first tour that I saw was announced, so we should mention on here. Paradise Lost announces North American tour with Guygen, I don't know how to say that, and Trouble, happening between Milwaukee Metal Fest and Maryland Death Fest. We'll see about that. If you know anything about Paradise Lost, you know that they like to cancel tours. Does 5 shows count as a North American tour? Or not 5, like 8. One. Yeah. Definitely in the area that's snowed in right now. We never get to play America as much as we would like. Keep canceling your shows. What? It's true. Am I wrong? Yeah, I was excited for the Paradise Lost tour. I'm honestly not really into them. I like his stuff with Bloodbath, though, but... And then the other tour, we've got... Killswitch Engage adds U.S. tour dates with Shadows Fall, Fit for a King, and Boundaries. I know some people really dig Shadows Fall. Oh, see, that's an actual tour. Look at that. Killswitch with Kublik with Frozen Soul. I didn't know they were doing that. That's kind of a weird but cool mix of a lineup. Killswitch with Shadows Fall is out over on the cold part of the planet right now. Cool, right on. And no fucking Colorado date. What a shame. Barbecue Wyatt. It's singeing right now. I was just pulling up all the footage and stuff and pull up more clips on it. I feel like Dark Insanity merch would be like the Garfield Neon Genesis Evangelion shirt. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure if you're referencing the Behemoth album or a different thing completely. Things are on fire. I'm busy. You're going to get $750, Wyatt. I'll fucking take it. Even, I'm not being affected at all. Just saying. I thought as the intro was running, I was like, if I was a horrible person, I could come on here and be like, guys, my house is about to burn down. I'm going to start a GoFundMe. Could you please help me? You'd be like, but I'm not a piece of shit streamer, so I'm not going to go that far. Wyatt, do you have a P.O. box for me to send you a copy of the cassette of the Dark Insanity EP? If you DM me, then we'll figure that out on just like Instagram or something. I can definitely send you details because that would be cool. We do have merch available on our spread shop. We definitely need to make more. People were asking me to bring some on 70,000 tons of metal. We will try our best. Kind of fucked up that every single time California is on fire in the winter, I'd take a cruise to the Caribbean like a real metalhead. I could be the governor. You should have green screened hell behind. Put just flames and be like, it's fine, guys. It's fine. I am in Long Beach, so I'm like an hour away from the fires. I can see the smoke cloud off in the distance, but it's not like dark. You would think it's fog if you didn't know that there was a fire. But some saying go full Ted Cruz. I'm out of here. What? You want to be on camera now? What? Okay. Dark Insanity for 70,000 tons of metal lineup. Shit, we might be on it. I don't know. There's still like half the lineup to announce. That would be pretty last minute. I don't think that would happen. Oh, thank you. Daniel says your interior decorating is clean. Yes, the most metal thing to talk about right now is interior decorating. Yeah, over the last couple days, I pretty much redid my entire place. To be an adult, I haven't organized the fucking closet because that is metal. Now you can tell I'm a grifter. I'm supposed to be living in just beer bottles and trash and band posters everywhere, but that all burned down in the fire. No. Are you being weird, Rocket? What are you doing? Don't be an adult. It's boring. It can be. But like when I was a kid, I couldn't go on metal cruises or rescue cats from cars. Jeffrey said, I'm in Virginia, but there's no virgins left around here. Shit. That is false advertising. You got to get out of there, man. Or maybe not. You gotta be fucking kidding. Tim Lambesis, definitely totally him, says, hey brother, can I come over and do some dips on that dip machine back there? Just like that fucking Austrian crap machine video. Everyone, this is definitely the very real, for sure, not trolling 100% Tim Lambesis. So, where am I? You know what to do. 3, 2, 1.
Move this man!
No, you can't. Anyway. Thank you everybody for joining in. I got to make a shirt of that somehow. I got to do a shirt of Godzilla busting into Canada, stepping on a Tim Hortons, eating poutine, and I got to do a video of some kind of the Boo This Man and make it work in. Do you guys know what that reference is from? Go ahead and leave a comment if you actually know what that movie is from, or what movie that clip is from. Jeff something rather Smith says, for fuck's sake, Wyatt, run for your life. Get out of... I want to change that song now to be about getting out of California. That'll be great. Will, if you're listening, let's cover that. Get out of Greater Hell A. California. Stay in Florida or stop in Texas. Trust me, I'm in the UK and this shithole is also done. You're not wrong. I like the stay in Florida part. I'm going to go on the metal cruise and just be like, I'm good. I'm just... You have to get off now. No, I'm going to stay here. I want to be like those old women who just live on cruise ships. Believe me, I very much want to leave California when I can. Right? I've lived here my whole life and have seen it go downhill and only get worse. There are good things about it, you know. When it's not on fire and when there's not traffic, I can go from my apartment to the beach to mountains in like 2 hours. So that's awesome. I do have good friends here. It is financially not worth it to live here any longer, in my opinion. You get expensive houses that are on fire and crap. Anyway, the whole world's going to the whole world's going to shit. There's nowhere to hide. Yeah, I've thought about it a lot too. Within America, I would consider Texas. I would consider Florida. There's other places I definitely want to go check out first before I made that type of decision. I used to want to do I still kind of want to. People who do van life, who have like a really nice custom made van that they just live in that and travel around all vagabond style. I wanted to do that. I was planning on doing that. And then I saved little baby Rocket And I don't think he would dig it. Yeah. He's laughing at the world burning right now. I can hear him. Meow. I've heard South Carolina is really nice too. In terms of the entire world, though, I legit want to move to Slovenia. I'm not joking. I'll happily move to Tolman and live happily ever after. You're a Nashville guy. I gotta try Austin because everyone who escaped from LA went to Austin, but maybe. I've only been to Houston for like a very little bit. I would go explore it first. Jake Brem says, as someone who's lived in Anaheim, Santa Barbara, and San Diego, it's to the point I'm convinced I need to leave when I can. Yep. Me too. I've said, like, there are things that are nice here, but the things that made California, like, exclusively nice either don't exist anymore or have went to other places or don't need to be kept in California. Like, with content creation, making a band, making movies, whatever. It used to be like you had to be in LA to do that shit. Now you very much don't have to. It actually works better in a lot of ways if you're not. So, yeah. I'm still not quite to the point of like, fuck this entire hell, but I am like, it is not worth it to try to live your life here. Just saying. Melissa says, yes, they're all here in Austin. Can 100% confirm. Have they been shitty California, LA people, or have they been trying to get away? Because, yeah, I don't understand why you would leave California to bring it somewhere else. I want to leave to get away from it. I would get there in Texas, would be like, we don't like your kind around here. And I'd be like, good. Give me my hat, god damn it. Yeah. Christopher says, buy a ticket to one of Elon's ships and move to Mars. Fuck that. I am not. I mean, you know, I'm all for trying to colonize Mars, sure, but until there's a city with hundreds of thousands of people, fuck that shit. I'm not taking that gamble. There's plenty of places on Earth to go first. I think Rocket is confused because I took down the Christmas tree earlier today, and now he's standing where it was, just being confused. Why did you start those fires, Rocket? I probably shouldn't joke around like that. Goddamn. Sharon says you may just love Finland. I'm positive that I would. That is 100% a place that I would like to visit and consider. So if everyone wants to become a member to the channel for just 99 cents a month, eventually I'll be able to film my own metal version of Escape from LA. I'll make it really fun. Now we are joined by Tim Lambesis' workout set, saying Tim sweats like a pizza from Papa John's and smells like a garlic. I believe you 100%. Oh yeah, someone asked if California has metal festivals. We most certainly do. Where'd that go? Xander's Concert Archive. Does California even have any metal festivals? Yeah, for sure. We have Aftershock, which is a major one. I just went to that and saw Iron Maiden and Judas Priest and everybody. There's tons of underground ones. At the same time was it? California Death Fest was going at the same time, and that had like Sodom and a bunch of people. A lot of like kind of one day ones will pop up all of a sudden. They're usually money grab fest, but sometimes they have good lineups. But yeah, California certainly does. They're not on the scale of European metal festivals, but yeah, we had that fucking Power Trip Fest where the ticket was like $600 or something stupid. And Axe the Grind says, "What's going on in LA? It is on fire. Everything, it's all on fire." That is the one half a second moment that made me chuckle in The Rise of Skywalker. There's a part where, in the very beginning, they land the Millennium Falcon, and Poe goes, "It's on fire. Everything's on fire." That is the only slightly, somewhat not horrendous thing in that film. Jeff says, "Go to London, full of people who don't speak a word of English. You'll fit right in." I would move to get away from traffic. There's no way I'd go to London for that. I like London. I've been there a lot, but I would definitely go back to visit and stay and have fun. To move there? Nah. I'm not going to do that. Let me find some more fire stuff. If any exciting metal news breaks out next, let me know and we can cover that. But James Wood's house burnt down. Very sad. Seems like one of the few people in Hollywood that's not a complete scumbag. Damn. Okay, let me look at this one.
And then, Dave, if you can, just ahead of us and try to set up a signal.
Right here. This is where it's got to be.
That's fucking crazy.
This is, oh my God. What? I've never. Look at this. Beyond comprehension.
It looks like War of the Worlds, straight up.
Okay, I guess let's park along this street, yeah?
Yeah, that's fucking, like, nice area. Damn. Rammstein after party. Their shows get out of hand, man. Saying, we ordered the fucking Pyro Zone and see what happens. Fuck off, drop out. That's terrible. Anyway. Weather in England is not good. Is it fire? Because right now, California's weather is fire. It looks like Hiroshima. It kind of does. I've always said I wanted to get out of LA before the fucking nuke falls. So, let's see what else we got. Besides that, Dark Insanity has some shows coming up. I'll use this time to promote. Why not? We are playing on the 25th at the Doll Hut in Anaheim. That is not on fire. With Anubis, Sacred Origin, Angel Fury that we just played with, who were pretty sick. I think another band I'm forgetting about. And we're just confirmed a show the other day at the Rainbow Bar and Grill, if it has not been burnt down, in April. I think it was April 12th. More details will come out on that soon. But if you're in the LA area and you're not on fire, then come on out to one of our shows. I mean, if you are on fire, you can still come. We won't discriminate, but maybe stand outside. Photo Bear says nothing in England burns, it's all wet. I think I mentioned on here before, one time I went there and stayed with a buddy of mine before I went off to a festival. And it was when California was in a major drought. And I asked him if I could take a shower. And he goes, "Yeah, man, go fucking crazy. It just falls out of the sky here." That same friend on that trip, I'll always remember, drove me by some house and pointed to it. It was just a normal looking house. And he goes, "That house is older than your entire country." And I laughed very hard. I gotta pull that up right now. Here's an accurate view of Los Angeles. That'd be terrible. Welcome to the Wyatt's Metal News Station, everybody. Located out of Los Angeles. Most of you are probably buried in snow, freezing right now. It's so fucked up. This is live from Malibu right now. That's the fire breaking out. It's got 100-mile winds. Oh, am I going to get in trouble for having this thing? You can tell you should get out of your homes immediately. This is a terrible situation. This is actually what it fucking looks like right now. That picture I just showed you. That's Malibu live. This is CNN. Yeah, so anyway. There's, what was it? There's Pompeii, and there's Malibu. Christopher says, are you going to play a cover of Death and Fire by Tomorrow Marth at the Rainbow? Probably not. Probably not. Jeff says, we have a pub here in Glasgow built in 1140-ish. That is crazy. I love history stuff, so that's very cool. It's probably very small. Night Fox says, California says, fuck winter snow. We'll keep our fires, our summer fires year round. Got to keep them on their toes. Is it known if the source of the fires is natural or man-made? That has not come out yet. Or if it has, I didn't hear about it. But no, I've not heard either way. It was the space drones that just disappeared over Christmas. Like that one guy said. Oh, yeah. Ellie, not so smelly. Oh, you hear that? Construction workers accidentally demolished the childhood home of Angus and Malcolm Young. Yeah, and I saw that their apology for that was basically just, whoops, our bad. Sorry. Yeah, they knocked it down to build another couple $1 million home of some kind. Yeah. Jewish space lasers. I didn't want to say it, but since this is a Zionist channel, those are my space lasers up there that caused the fire. You caught me. I wasn't going to confess to that, but Rocket convinced me with the help of Netanyahu to send up our Christmas space drones and burn down Malibu. I confess, this is all clearly sarcasm. Don't get me in trouble, any algorithms who can't understand my sense of humor. Where am I? Josh L. The Jane's Addiction people are making new music without Perry, but I think upwards of 5 people actually care. Yeah, I saw that. You know, good for them. It sucks for the situation they find themselves in because none of them wanted that to happen, but like, yeah, I don't give a shit. Shut up, Dropout Bus. They're not supposed to know that. No one is supposed to know that this channel is secretly funded by the Daily Wire. You stop it. They actually... I say they actually got rid of Brett Cooper to bring me on. I'm going to be the replacement. Gavin Newsom's hairdryer overheated. That is the best explanation we've come up with so far for why this fire started. That's it. You saw that video of him standing there looking at it, just being like, "Ah, oh, yeah, it's fire. Neat." Can I find that? That was terrible. Oh damn, there's a crispy home. Do. I think everyone should try shooting the fire. That might help. Look, work. I'm trying to move. There's stuff. I cannot confirm nor deny that this happened when we were testing Godzilla for the Canadian invasion. Let's see. Nah, nothing real exciting yet. Well, that's pretty bad. Let's check the tube of the U. Your in-person dark humor must be supplied. It's pretty much the same here. Just say, I'm pretty much the same here as I am in person. Have you tried turning the fire off and on again? That's what they all recommend. Something stupid with Dom says, so let me get this straight. You're a right-wing racist, a liberal, and a Jewish space lizard. Yes, I am all of those things. I was joking with a friend of mine earlier that, like, I'm just going to start agreeing with every single comment I get on my videos, no matter what it says, and just fuck with people that way. We did lose a founding member of Unleashed the other day, did we? I didn't even hear about that. That sucks. I liked Unleash, or I still do. Ellie Not So Smelly says that things really went to shit after Jimmy Carter died, huh? That very quickly. All of a sudden, it's all his fault. Again, while I'm not necessarily a liberal, I'm not a conservative either. That is the same as me. I am superior to both of them. If you've ever played, which one was it? It was Knights of the Old Republic, I think, right? I think so. I'm thinking of a different one. Maybe I'm thinking of the Old Republic. That one badass that was like so superior to both the Sith and Jedi that they had to team up and try to beat him. That's my political stance. So yeah, we'll just turn this into a Star Wars chat now, but yeah, that one. That was the one that I was thinking of. That smooth old school guy with the two sons who were never good enough until the one killed the other. Speaking of that, Darth Bane book is pretty good. I've been reading the first one of that. Dropout Bus says you're also my favorite lesbian. Yes, I'm also a lesbian. Next comment I will also agree with no matter what it says. Yeah. Star Wars seems to be inevitable on these streams. I don't try to. It just happens. My bad. Yes, we're getting Star Wars Wednesdays. That's good. We're talking about a serious situation here. We have actual Star Wars happening right now in LA. We're not even talking about metal right now. Darth Bane from Batman and Robin. It does help reading the book to picture it as that Bane. So the whole time, leader of the Sith just like hits that button. Something Stupid with Dom says, what's your thoughts on physical music like cassettes and records? I mean, at this point, they're really just kind of collector's items, really. It's for old school people who want to go out of their way to have that, which is totally cool. For me personally, I'm kind of indifferent on it. I don't really feel the need to. I would have records, but I don't know. I like the idea of collecting them and like having them on display, but that is a very expensive hobby to get into. It's not my... I like being able to pull up any song I want to at a moment's notice. I don't like how that doesn't pay artists, but yeah. Creepy Mo says, did the fire get your hat? So, I wore the hat on stage at the last concert that we played, and then I put it in the wash, and the wash kind of fucked it up for the second time. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that. So, I need to buy another hat of my own again. Daniel says, is there a more direct way to send you donations beyond merch and attending shows? I know that YouTube takes a hefty bite out of gifted memberships and donations. I mean, if you really want to, you don't have to feel inclined to at all, but I do have some links on my videos where I have like, what do I have? I have a Venmo, I have a Cash App, that don't really get used, but they're there. Or the donations on here work too, but those are options. I do have links to those on most of my videos. Should be on all of them, but I mess up sometimes. But don't feel inclined to if you don't, But it would be very appreciated. Rest in peace, Wyatt's hat. It's gone. There shall be another. Tommy back in action, gifting 5 Wyatt's Metal memberships. Thank you, sir. We're getting that stream rolling again. Yeah, that was fucking awesome for the last stream. People who were just giving out memberships left and right. Very exciting and awesome. I appreciate you guys. Josh L. returning this in the Star Wars. God damn it. The Force Awakens somehow seems more dated than the worst CGI of the prequels. Really? I don't know if I agree with that, to be honest. The Force Awakens is the one that, like, I give the most pass to. It's the one that there were things that I did like about it. It did have some good setups. It had some really fucking stupid rehashed bullshit and unused plot lines, but it had some good ideas set up. But I remember thinking that the visuals in it were good. I felt like the TIE fighters felt like to scale where it was really massive size. So I don't know if I agree with that one there. I agree that all of the prequels beat that movie by a fucking long shot, but on CGI, I don't know. Infinite money glitch, buy your own stuff. It works perfectly, guys. No, don't do that. Jeff Smith says, so Last Jedi, perfect way to end Mark Hamill, like fuck him. Yeah, I said that on the last stream, actually, that I hate The Last Jedi as much as everybody else because of how it disrespected Luke Skywalker. But then I was like, oh, it's not a depiction of Luke Skywalker. It's a depiction of Mark Hamill. And when you view it like that, it's much more enjoyable. By the way, and I'm not even making this up, you know how Luke is stuck on that stupid little island with those aliens and puffins in the background? I know where that island is. I think I've been to that exact island. It's like north of Iceland. I think it's northwest of Iceland. You can take little boats out there and climb those rock islands where there's no one living there. It's just surrounded by puffins. I have literally been there. So when I saw that in the movie, I was like, that's weird. I know where that is. And Tommy Scallon says, Faroe Islands. They look exactly the same. They're right next to each other. You can throw a paper airplane from the Iceland Islands to the Faroe Islands. Wait, is Mark Hamill a bad dude? He is extremely hateful and bigoted to people who don't think exactly like him. It's very disappointing. You don't have to, if you don't know, you probably shouldn't. Keep the image of Luke Skywalker in your head. Daniel says the Rise of Skywalker is one of the. Am I just starting a separate Star Wars stream at this point? We need to do like Star Wars Sundays or something, and just now I feel like that's going to happen. Now that I said that, The Rise of Skywalker is one of the worst movies I have seen. Right alongside Transformers: The Last Knight. I don't even remember that one. And the third. Oh my god, dude! I didn't even finish the third Jurassic World. I heard how bad it was. I put it on for a second. I was like, nope. I hated Last Jedi more than Rise of Skywalker. I mean, that's like comparing wet dog shit to dried dog shit, but I would just move that slightly up above, but you know, none of them should exist at all. Pretty much any Star Wars fan in this chat could have wrote a better sequel trilogy than those retards. Did you drink the blue milk when you were there? Fuck no, I did not. No, I did not. I did dip in the hot springs there like fucking Smilo Ren and the Akashite, which is the first Star Wars thing I did not watch all the way through. Dropout Bus says, give a shout out to my film channel. And you know what? I actually will, because Dropout Bus is a good buddy of mine who started YouTube recently, and he has the talent. He has the quality in his videos. He just doesn't have the blessings of the YouTube algorithm yet. But if you like fun film reviews that aren't just the kind of typical what you'll find in a lot of film reviews that are funny out there, I recommend Dropout Bus. He gives good insights. He's also laughing at California burning right now. Tommy with another 10 Wyatt's Metal memberships. Holy shit, that is awesome. Shout out to Tom. I need a woo this man meme rather than a boo this man one. I still don't have like a celebration one, but yeah, shout out to you. That's fucking sick, dude. Is that another one? Did you just do it again? What is with this guy? Yeah, we got members going everywhere. Fuck yeah. That's sick. Thank you, dude. Mr. Darkmare says, give a shout out to my channel too. It's a Metalhead channel just like yours, Wyatt. Is it called Mr. Darkmare or is it called something else? But yeah, if you say the name, I'll definitely post it up. Yo, okay, I got a rant incoming. Vinyl and the power it holds says, attack fuck the clones, apparently. It's unironically my favorite prequel. Padme looks good. Thank you, Kitty Cat. In the blue dress, the majority is the reason. Attack of the Clones is extremely underrated and overhated. Does it have problems? Yes, it absolutely does. Does it have dated graphics? Absolutely. But it also has some really brilliant plots going on. If you're paying attention to Palpatine, Dooku, that whole entire story, what's really going on political-wise, it's really quite fascinating and does a lot and kicks off the entire Clone Wars. Is it better than Phantom Menace? Yes. Is it better than the sequels? Also yes. But I remember the time when everyone fucking hated that movie. Because nobody likes Sam. It gets everywhere. You get a membership. You get a membership. Oh, Mr. Darkmare says he's up to 92 subscribers right now. Hell yeah, that's awesome, man. Everyone go check out Mr. Darkmare's channel. Bump him up to some more subscribers. Pixelip, I think I said that right. It says, did you ever watch the animated Star Wars series on Cartoon Network? Was told to watch it, but I couldn't get into it very much. I watched it recently, actually. Hadn't seen it until maybe even last month because it's on Disney Plus now, which I only use because I don't pay for. So don't look at me like I'm some kind of shill. I liked it. Definitely a little different. You know, it's not really my type of style. Would you even call it an anime or like a cartoon? I don't know the difference, but not usually my type of thing, but I like Star Wars a lot, so so I did like it. Tommy going apeshit with another 10 metal memberships. All right, we need to think of a celebration meme specifically for Tommy here because he is kicking ass right now. What is something awesome? Tommy White Sugar Daddy. Hey, I'll take it. You're welcome. I am for sale. I am the white Oprah. You get a membership. You get a membership. Shout out to that dude, man. Welcome to Wyatt's Star Wars channel. Fucking pretty much, dude. Like, I don't try to, but it happens. The entire galaxy in Star Wars is made out of metal. Come on, it fits perfectly. Facts. Finally, someone agrees with me. Yeah, dude. Like, I've said before that Dooku should have been used so much more. I really wish that all three of the prequels had Dooku in it, and feel like the first one could have been him leaving the Order and then moving up and everything. There's great things in there that weren't executed that well. But speaking of this, actually, if I can pull up the right fucking page. Where is it? Loading. Sorry, I burst into flames. I have to escape now. No. If you would like to hear me rant even more about specifically Attack of the Clones, I joined my friend over on Diabolical Souls, Gooch, over on his channel for an entire stream of 2 hours about Attack of the Clones, giving it a review, breaking down what we liked, what we didn't like about it. Did this with Gooch. The Angry Badger, you may see him pop up on Chris Gore's channel, on Critical Drinker's channel. Leon, who's gay, but it's fine. We all like him. Me and Niet. Yeah, these were fun. We also did it for Revenge of the Sith. Check that out. It's a lot of fun. Ori said, I'm not going to try to pronounce that last one, but anyone else notice how the world went to shit right as Christopher Lee died? We truly lost the main character of the real world. Also, that same year, I think around the same time, I don't remember, Lemmy died also. So yeah, we live in hell. This is what happens when a series that's great goes on for too long. That's why you should go out with a bang. When did Christopher Lee die? Oh, he died in June. Lemmy died in December. But same year. 2015 was the last good year for the Earth. If I had my way, I would have been born in, like, what? 1920? And then died in 2015. That was the perfect time to be alive. Everything was cool. You got to see technology be awesome before it went to complete shit. Christopher Lee was cousins with Ian Fleming. Christopher Lee literally had the most epic life story ever. If you guys don't, I can fucking pull that up. That is a metal subject. Did you do Film Threats Trial of Shit Wars? No, I was not cool enough to be invited, but I would have. Definitely would have. Christopher Lee had metal albums. He did. He had, I believe, 2 metal albums. One of them featuring Dan Vask, awesome YouTuber and metal singer. Oh, dude. Night Fox says, my friends and I were supposed to go on Lemmy's motorboat cruise. It's like 70,000 tons with Motorhead as the main host. I missed that too. God, I wish I went. There was one year it was like Motorhead, Anthrax, and Slayer on a cruise ship. They had like tattoos and shit. Why are people speaking of such blasphemy in this chat? We were talking about possibly the greatest human to ever exist, Christopher Lee. And you motherfuckers are bringing up Rings of Power. Get the fuck out of here. We all know it sucked. How dare you bring this blasphemy into my chat? Never before has the words of that bullshit been spoken here in Wyatt's Metal Stream. God damn. I hate watch the first season of Rings of Power. I remember when everyone's like, no, it's just haters who aren't gonna like it. And we're like, okay. And then, I didn't even fucking hate watch the second season. No. I can't do that to myself. I'll talk Lord of the Rings. I like it even more. I just like that it's always Star Wars that gets us off topic. Oh, I'm obsessed with Lord of the Rings. You think we've had Star Wars chats? This podcast will go all day if we're turning this into a fucking Lord of the Rings chat. Still no new 70,000 bands. We got California burning down. We got Wyatt Star Wars stream and Wyatt the Lord of the Streams happening now. We have like 200,000 Tommy gifting metal memberships to people, which is fucking awesome. And we still don't have any more 70K bands. Crazy. I'll be there, but blah. Orcs have family. Fuck you. No, they don't. I saw that clip from the second season. I didn't watch that episode, but yeah. Apparently there was a part in Rings of Power season 2 where one of the orcs asked their commander, do we really have to go to war? I don't wanna. And the guy's like, sorry, bruh. And then the orc turns around to his orc wife, who has an orc baby, and is like, like, these are literally incarcerations of evil. What the fuck are you? Orcs just want a quiet, peaceful life. Why? Fuck them. If there's anything that is allowed to be genocided, no one has a problem with, it's orcs. What are you talking about? Let me find that clip. Goddamn. What is your opinion of the rat tail? I say we bring it back like the mullet. We're not rat tail, Padawan tail. Only that. Not the rat, but if you do like the Jedi one, that's fine. That's allowed. We should bring that back. But truly heartbreaking. How could you? Are you an orc? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Oh yeah, Rings of Power season 2 destroyed Tom Bombadil for me. That's why I didn't watch that shit. I saw that Gandalf got his name because they call. Wow, he's a grand elf, and he's like, Grand Elf. If I say that enough times like a retard, it kind of sounds like Gandalf. That's all time like Gandalf. And it's like, Gandalf was the name of a dwarf in Norse mythology, and Tolkien got the name from that. Go fuck yourselves. I hate those people so much. This is turning into a Rings of Power rant, 100%. And I kept pointing out at the time that they were trying to be like, oh, we have one black elf who's not black. He's Puerto Rican. But we have one black elf, so everyone who hates this show is racist. Even though the two guys who created that show were the most dorkiest white men I've ever seen in my life. But you're racist if you don't like the shit writing of Rings of Power. Okay. Do you remember what they look like? Look. Rings of Power dorks. Showrunners. Embarrassment 1 and Embarrassment 2. These are the men who decided that if you didn't like their show, you were a racist. They're not just white. They are stereotypically dorky white. They look like if you turned a pencil into a person. And they did all that fucking race baiting shit for the headlines, yeah. This live stream is brought to you by Amazon. Yeah. Boo these men. All right. Yeah, we're doing that. Everybody, for all of the Tolkien fans in the world. 3, 2, 1.
Boo this man!
Neither of these men have ever seen a woman. Yeah. Not consensually. Booze in the chat all around. Booze in the chat for the Rings of Power shitheads. Where'd it go? To be fair, you need a really high IQ to understand why he's called Grand Elf. Metal fans, wrestling fans, not using deodorant. Hell yeah, based. Still more manly than these two. Physical embodiment of the word milk and toast. That's a runner-up for one of the best comments of the year already. Starting the year off strong. Just have to mention dwarf metal like Windrose. If they have Windrose play in the show, then all right. I'll change my opinion. I saw last season when Galadriel took a volcano to the face. That really happened. And walked it off. Everyone did, actually. I don't think anyone died from the volcano erupting like it was the hills of Los Angeles. Wyatt, not trying to be a suck up, but you're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you. I appreciate that, dude. That's awesome. That means a lot. I don't take that lightly. I very much appreciate everyone who tunes in to watch me rant about random shit. Sometimes it's metal when there's metal things to talk about. The War of Rohirrim. Anyone seen it? Josh L. said an unpopular opinion, but he thought it wasn't bad. I didn't watch it yet. Like I was saying, I'm not really big into that type of style anyway. And also heard that it wasn't great, but I'll probably give it a chance when I can stream it. I don't do that shit. That's lame. Watching dwarves digging a hole for an hour is better time spent than watching Rings of Power. If you just watch on repeat the Diggy Diggy Hole video, that is far more rewarding than watching any of Rings of Power. Wasn't it Rings of Power? They had some metal musicians do a song, which was cool but disappointing at the same time. Rings of Power, metal. Feels gross typing that. Yeah. I think it was the Meshuggah guy. Oh, Gene Hoglan, yeah. Gene Hoglan did a song for The Rings of Power with legendary heavy metal vocalist Jens Kidman. Well, that's disappointing, but I would play it, but I don't want to get in trouble. Is that a sugar-free white monster? It is a Rockstar Pure Zero. The monster's good too, but This is my vice that I can't recommend, but also can't stop either. So can't stop, won't stop. Oh yeah, I saw that. Jeff Smith, it had a guy pissing on the castle wall during the influencer previews, the Rings of Power. Rings of Power was kind of what broke entertainment for me in some ways, or at least what started to. It was that super fan video that they did. You remember that? When they had a bunch of like really modern day looking influencers who were supposedly super ultra Lord of the Rings fans, and they did an interview with them to hype up the show, and they were like, oh my god, I can't wait to see Sauron. I think he's gonna be like so cute. And they clearly like had zero idea of Lord of the Rings at all. And that was the first thing where I saw, I was like, holy shit, this isn't just like, some idiots not knowing what they're talking about. This is intentional deception. And that was the first time I was like, whoa, Hollywood might not be cool. Tommy dropping gift memberships like a USB 52 dropping bombs on Hanoi. Damn. I like the reference. I could change him like Galadriel is doing. The super ultra mega fans didn't even live in their mother's basements. Come on. Which super fan video? They did one for each country. Oh yeah, they did. I forgot about that. The American one in particular. Let's dig that up. That'll be fun. Because, I was... what am I saying? I always knew that Hollywood, wasn't great. Even though, there's things liked about it, things don't like about it, some shady tactics. But I think this is when I started seeing, how bullshit it can really be. So remember, these are supposed to be, top Lord of the Rings super fans.
It's like, okay, take a breath, something new would happen, and it was.
It's Middle Earth, there's never peace, right? If Sauron is hot, I feel like people will be like, I can fix him.
Lord of the Rings super fan.
Middle Earth had a club.
Yo, this tune is banging.
Awestruck, mystified, and starstruck.
Wow.
Haven't you ever wondered?
No, fuck off.
Excited because Prime Video's new epic fantasy series, The Lord of the Rings.
Dude, I remember when they were advertising the original Lord of the Rings films in theaters, and they were talking about what they loved about the books. If you watch the behind the scenes, you see them making by hand their armor and everything. And then this embarrassing shit.
The Rings of Power. Just dropped with a teaser trailer, and I'm here with the Fellowship of Influence.
By the way, not a single one of these people actually watched The Rings of Power. They never commented on it again.
It says Chanel, Joel, and Kelsey. How you guys doing?
Very excited after watching that.
Come on.
Very intrigued to just see everyone else's thoughts and just gather what we all think.
That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. All right. 3 words to describe The Rings of Power. Teaser trailer. Go.
Okay, breathtaking. I literally didn't breathe.
I literally didn't breathe for a trailer. One of them is a YouTube I actually watched, and she made Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. Did she make Rings of Power? The one-eyed girl in the waistcoat. That's what I would assume.
Exhilarating and intriguing.
I did notice that you weren't breathing.
Yeah,
I was going to call first aid.
It was like I was trying, but every time I was like, okay, take a breath, something new would happen, and it was.
Oh, there were also clips of them filming this where they were redoing lines and doing parts over again.
And I was like, you could fall off your chair.
Okay, get to
series. We're seeing our first Black Elf, we're seeing the first female dwarf, and I'm very looking forward to looking at that.
All the representation.
intriguing because obviously this period of history within the Middle Earth is very rife with notions of the plot.
I only watched because life was going too good and I wanted something to complain about.
Forged, definitely more than 3
Some
weeks.
people like pain.
Oh,
You know, I'm
love
not
it.
here to judge.
Thank you. I'm an over-explainer.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I would say awestruck, mystified, and starstruck.
Wow.
Do they actually?
But there are not many women in it, and the 3 women who are in it never speak to one another. I don't really.
Bullshit. There is a scene when they're leaving Rohan the villagers where the mom speaks to the daughter. Go fuck yourself.
So it will be so cool to be able to see more female representation, to maybe see them actually interact with.
God, what it's like going down fucking nightmare lane. That was a bad dream. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. We all survived. Grunt, yeah, it's all right, Jake. We're not gonna do that shit anymore. We're gonna wipe it off. This is worse than being locked in an Iron Maiden, 100%. On the last 70,000 tons, I was on one of the hot tubs, and somehow Rings of Power rant came up, and we all just started going off on how shit it was. Ugh. Sorry, I'm dying. You ever play South Park: The Stick of Truth? I have not. Was that the one that everyone was saying was really good, though? Because I remember one South Park game everyone loved. That might have been that one. This should be shown to the hardest criminals in Gitmo. Actually, I don't know if you know, but El Salvador recently turned around. They used to be one of the most dangerous countries in the world. Now they're one of the most safest, and they fixed their crime problem. The way they did that was they forced other gang members to watch the Rings of Power, and the problem took itself out pretty quickly. Reject Lord of the Rings, except the South Park episode with the console wars. I forgot about that. That's a good throwback. That was fun. Daniel, because the president turned prisons into basically dog kennels. All right, yeah, so I'm not going to go off on like a completely unrelated rant, but I love the shit out of what's happening in El Salvador right now. That is epic. 2 thumbs up. Want to go visit Bukele for Emperor of the World, and then I'll go after him. Wyatt, I might be going to Sonic Temple for my birthday in May. Any tips? Awesome. It was pretty good. We went over the lineup of that too. Remember, I think Friday of that is sick. Yeah, I got a bunch of videos on tips for first festivals. Just Sonic Temple, I think they do have camping. I'd recommend that if you can. It makes it a lot easier. Yeah, besides that, hydrate. Hydrate. That's mostly it. Rogue One is the only Disney Star Wars movie I like. Correct. That was the only one that was pretty good. And I haven't seen it in a while, so I would like to rewatch it to see, but I did like Andor. I will watch season 2 of Andor. And then I will never watch any other Disney Star Wars thing again. But first, yeah, that was surprisingly good. What do you think Disney's plans are for Star Wars in the future? Can't see them getting anything out of it, even with the Disney World land rides. Nothing. They have had zero plans for Star Wars since they ever bought it. They're definitely scaling back. They've seen how disastrous it's been. It's like with some things, they still push ahead, but they've definitely reached a breaking point to where they're like, okay, we kind of can't bullshit this much longer. Because they're talking about like that new Rey movie coming out, possibly 3 movies mentioning Rey. None of those movies are going to happen. The Solo Rey movie, that movie's not going to happen. You can fucking quote me. That movie will not come out. Yeah, it's, what am I saying? Before they were pushing it all anyway and trying to just shove so much content out there. It's kind of like the Soviet Union. It didn't matter if it was a good plan or not. It just kept shoving so many people that eventually something will happen. But they've all collapsed now. They shut down that stupid Star Wars hotel that was total bullshit. They canceled the Acolyte. Ellie, I'm sorry. I hate to break your heart right now. Season 2 of the Acolyte. They've hit a point where, you know, the money's not coming in and they can't really deny it anymore. And they're trying their best. They're banking on Andor, which hopefully will be good. But even if it is good, there's no way that Andor could bring excitement back to Star Wars. Like, people who still appreciate it will enjoy it for it being done well, but no one's going to become like a new fan because of it. Chef says, I'm out. Don't trust Wyatt. Andor Borefest. Even you have to agree it was the least shit of all of the other Disney shows except for early Mandalorian. That Mando season 3, holy fucking shit. That killed it for me. I think before that, I was still like, a lot of this is bad, but there's still good moments here and there, and I'm holding out for those. After Mando season 3, I was like, I'm done. It's dead. Fuck off. Bury this franchise. I watched the Star Wars holiday special with original commercials. It was a fever dream. Also has a breaking news segment of a fucking nuclear scare. Was it cut to just Chernobyl all of a sudden? That would be hilarious. Rest in peace, Carl Weathers, 100%. Absolutely. Yeah, that sucked. They had something going good, then they fired Gina, then they had zero plan whatsoever, and Carl Weathers died, and now it's dead. I was out after the first Rey movie. I actually feel kind of bad for Daisy Ridley. She seems like a nice person. She doesn't seem like a great actress, but she seems like a nice person who was given kind of impossible expectations to live up to, and on top of that was given an impossible character to make good. So I kind of feel, I don't like, I'm not vouching for the character, but the actress, I kind of feel bad for getting caught up in that. Can we talk about how they fucking nerfed Finn and cut his balls off? Oh my god. You guys remember seeing the trailer for The Force Awakens, seeing Finn for the first time in the Stormtrooper outfit, and then I think you see him with the lightsaber. Everyone thought he was going to be the main character. And would it not be fucking sick to see someone who was a Stormtrooper for the Empire, or the First Order, becoming a full-on Jedi? That's a fucking story. I saw someone, I think, rewrote it to where it was like Finn's story happens that way, and then Rey was sort of like an Emperor's Hand thing, not quite on that level, but was basically evil, but like kind of battling it. I'm like, that would have been way better than that shit. China poster where they erased Finn because of the fans. Yeah, give me the sequel trilogy. I'll make it good. I'll make Finn a badass. I'll make Kylo Ren not a fucking loser. Everyone was like, oh, those sequels sucked, but Kylo Ren was cool. Adam Driver was cool. I was like, I remember when he first took that helmet off, and my first thought was, what? You're expecting like some fucked up, cool figure. It's a little emo boy, and you're like, okay. They screwed Finn 100%. Finn would have been a storyline cool to explore for sure. Wyatt Star Wars channel. Apparently that's going to happen. It really could, though. I could just keep going. I'm a couple of YouTubers away from Star Wars Theory. Maybe we could make something happen. I don't know if he likes metal or not. Have you ever heard the tragedy of John Boyega the Finn? Kind of turned to the cuck as well. That's all they made him into. You gotta admit, Kylo's hair in The Force Awakens is majestic. It's majestic in a way like the Fall Out Boy member's hair was majestic, sure. I'm not a metalhead. I just like the culture and community. That's cool. Lord of the Rings is the same way. It is for everyone, whether you are a dork or not. People hate being excluded and try to change things to cater to them. Yeah, that's a great way to put that. That's a really cool breakdown of it. Where am I at? Speaking of Finn's, I was a big fan of Finn McGrifter, but I can't even look at his face now. That sucks, man. Yeah, that's terrible. What an interesting situation. The one good thing about the sequels was Kylo's saber. It was all right. It was all right. He had some brute moments, like the fight between him and Finn is good in the first one. Yeah. The question is, are you with the rebellion or the empire? That is such a difficult question. I have honestly thought about that, comparing the differences between the Sith and the Jedi. I'm like, I don't agree with either of them completely. They both have points though. Like I'm with the Empire. Fuck that shit. The rebellion can't do anything right. Empire got things done. They created peace, more or less, depending on how you look at it. They have cooler outfits, and that's all that matters. I'm 100% going Empire. Guard your IPs with your life. Keep them out. Gatekeep. Gatekeep everything you love. Gatekeep your home from the fires out here. Looks about the same. The entirety of the scenes on the casino planet were so goddamn bad. Don't even bring that up. Why would you do that? Like a different... I hated that bullshit when that came out. Everyone was programmed by the propaganda to repeat the line of, I like that they tried something different. Like, no, you don't. You've just heard that repeated so many times, you think it's your own thought. No, you don't. It's fucking stupid. Jake says, who here is seeing Emperor and May? Got 2 black metal gigs this year. Nice! I'll be seeing Emperor on the cruise on 70,000 Tons of Metal. So for that, I probably won't go to the shows here. But if it weren't for the cruise, then I probably would. They're always an awesome time. Who is the most metal Star Wars character? Have we thought about that? Wyatt, do you think Pat O'Brien caused the fires in LA by his 2 flamethrowers? I don't think he lives in LA. If he did, he certainly would not be allowed to legally have flamethrowers. So no, as funny as that is, I think someone was trying to hide some of Diddy's stash before the feds found it, and it exploded. Part of the Black Sun, EU nerds know, hell yeah. I'm currently reading about the Brotherhood of Darkness. The chapter I read today in the Darth Bane book, they just came across the Army of Light of thousands of Jedi just fucking shit up. And it's going to be cool. Bane's being kind of a bitch at the moment, but you should pick up quickly. Jar Jar Binks is the most metal Star Wars character. Metalheads can't swim. That's bullshit. The Yuzong Vong are pretty metal. Yeah, they're fucked up. I know about them. I've read and watched videos about them. I don't know if I want to read those books. I'm going to be completely honest. They just seem kind of weird. You know? I don't know if it really feels like Star Wars, which is what I like the most of it. Swimming is for posers, 100%. Yeah. catching up here. Sorry, I'm back. Was checking on the weather. We all are fucked. Either frozen or on fire. There's really no in between right now. Unless you want to go on 70,000 tons of metal and avoid all this. Truthfully, R2-D2, he is only metal. So's 3PO. My favorite Sith Lord is Spark Vikernes. He's nowhere near as cool to be a Sith Lord. Maybe like a trainee. Maybe he helps, try to fix the cars and shit, but V says, is anyone seeing Toxic Holocaust end of this month? They are playing in LA. If LA is not burnt down, then they'll be playing in LA. Yeah, I forgot that one was coming up. Who are they playing with? Oh, yeah, I did see they just announced something. Oh, they're playing soon. They're playing on the 24th in LA. Hopefully it doesn't burn down. Anyway. Josh L says, it feels like the Uruk-hai invaded Star Wars, and that's why I like it. Trying something different, if you will. It's definitely different, yeah. For anyone who don't know, in the Star Wars EU stories, way later on, like towards the end of the series, they come across this group called the Yuzong Vong, who are from a different dimension of basically pain and death and torture. It's like a horror movie just infected Star Wars. It's kind of weird, but... Vinyl and the Power It Holds says, I bought $150 worth of movies with my Christmas money. I'm a loser. Who pays for movies anymore? Damn. I mean, props to you for keeping it old school. Hopefully some good ones. Jake says, who's going to see Dark Angel? Will be out of town on a ski trip when they hit up the whiskey in a few weeks. That'll be a good show for sure. I would like to go try that one. I might try to see Carrie King and Municipal Waste next Wednesday in San Francisco. Oh, is that tour happening already? I kind of wanted to go to that. I would like to see that. Pixel X, I don't know. Genuinely felt like they added a black elf for brownie points. They did. They literally did. As a black person, I can almost sniff this type of crap out. Thank you. Absolute fucking respect to that comment for you, sir. Yeah, they 100% did. I said this in a video. So they took the one race in Lord of the Rings that is like specifically a certain color. They decide to cast a quote black who's actually Puerto Rican in the role, knowing that it will cause controversy. When I'm like, okay, it doesn't cause controversy because there's a black guy in Lord of the Rings. It causes controversy because it clearly stands out from that race. Where did he come from? Why does he look different than the others? Are there others that look like him? None of that's explained. Just ploop. It's not like, oh, he's from that kingdom over there where, they do other shit, whatever. That's fine. Could have made it in the race of men. Would have had no issue at all. But nope, they chose the one for the brownie points that got the free publicity. Stupid. That's my rant for the day. No, I'm kidding. Daisy F says, not soon, but I may see Cannibal Corpse and Carcass in April. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That's a good tour. Death metal extraordinaire. Nile, 6 Feet Under playing this weekend. That'll be sick. I haven't seen Nile in a long time. Thomas says, I'd like to see Mayhem again for the 4th time, but I don't want to pay for overpriced beers while more displays. it'd be pretty difficult to make it through that set. Sober, I mean. Yeah, that is not my type of thing. Pizza at the Rainbow, delicious. It actually is. You mentioned food at the Rainbow's kind of expensive, but you get a lot of it, and it is quite good. Shout out, it's very expensive, but it's good. Yeah, that'll be cool to play there. Not really sure how it'll be. We're playing on a Saturday night, and that is usually pretty cracking. So, we tend to have the ability to pull more people in while we're playing. So we'll see how that goes. Could be really good. Playing all the ghosts of the 80s groupies. Josh L says, am I the only one who likes Mortis and Dungeon Synth here? Yes. Moving on. No, no, it's not my thing. I know other people like it, but it's not for me. V says they did the same thing in House of the Dragon. They did it a little bit better in House of the Dragon. There is some bit of explanation and plot points that actually play along with it. It's not as lazy and cheap as Rings of Power. Here's one right there. They do change some stuff. You're not wrong, but they try to integrate it better than the Rings of Power did. Common LAL. Yep. See if anything happened in the time we've been on here. Let me check that. Anything more burned down in excitement? Any more Star Wars rants to go on? I'm going to have to do a gaming channel and a Star Wars channel and just go off. That's kind of cool. Comedian Whitney Cummings says, evacuating your home really makes you realize what matters in life. First thing I grabbed after my son's favorite toys was Rodney Dangerfield's notes from a Tonight Show set given to me by his wife, Joan. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that'd be the first thing I grabbed, but it's a cool thing to have for sure. I don't want to leak my fucking Twitter here, but there was another one here. Where'd it go? Yeah, Halle Berry posted that shit was on fire. It's from my hood. Look at the sky. That is smoke, not clouds from a... Yeah, see, I can see that from where I am, but by the time it's here, it's mixed in with more blue skies, more faded by the time it gets here. Killed at least 2 people. That is a real picture from... Jesus fuck. Take care, Tommy. You're awesome, dude. Shout out to your woman who was also here in secrecy. We appreciate you adding to the Wyatt's Metal membership. From space, it looks huge. Yeah, it is. Vinyl in the Power Hold says, I got the X trilogy. Pearl is amazing. Queen of the Damned, The Boys season 1, 2, and 3. Nice. Furiosa and Fury Road, and Wednesday season 1 because I'm an Addams Family nerd and because Jen is hot. All Blu-ray. Nice, not bad. I watched the first 2 seasons of The Boys and liked those. I don't think I finished it. Just don't move to LA ever. Facts. Especially not now. Yeah. That's crazy. No one exciting ever dies when these fires happens. It's not like, holy shit, Bill Gates' head exploded during the Malibu fire. That is people stuck on this road, bumper to bumper traffic. Houses. See like that there. This is like the beginning of a show on MTV. Is what this movie looks like. Goddamn Jewish space lasers fucking us up. Daisy says California should really consider trying to not set itself on fire. Facts. I would recommend that. If I could give advice to the people north of me in LA, I'd say don't catch on fire. Damn.
Hell,
Yeah, I've been on that road plenty of times. I want to see if I can find the space picture. Yeah. Fire. Space. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Get ready for an album cover. This is from space, apparently. That might be laughing. Well, that doesn't look like it's from space. It's like an airplane. Jeez. They are laughing. Who are these people? Fuck you. I know we were laughing earlier, but we're allowed to. You're not. That's not from space. You lied to me. It looks like you can get the hell out of my face. Everything is on fire. This is not working well. Apparently, this is what it's supposed to look like from space. Yeah, don't set things on fire unless you know what you're doing. Or unless it's a church, you know. But no, I'm kidding. Wyatt, can you tell them to boo me? I need to be humbled. Someone is requesting to be booed. We have never had that happen. This is a first for the Wyatt's Metal channel. Someone is requesting a boo, ladies and gentlemen. And we shall grant it to him in 3, 2, 1.
Boo this man!
By the way, I didn't reveal before for you guys who don't know what that's from. I don't think anyone commented in the chat when I asked if you guys know what that's from. I see your boo and I raise you a fart. That's a great response. That's a really great one. Josh L said, my mother used to live in Oxnard when St. Helens erupted and said the ash got all the way down there and clouded the sky. We did have one fire here one time where ash got into my place. The fire wasn't anywhere near here, but the ash traveled really far. Night Fox got it right. It is from Half Baked. I pulled up that clip. If you guys haven't seen Half Baked, it's a very funny stoner movie for Dave Chappelle. This is what the clip is from.
Day of sobriety suck. and I realized something. I was a real irritable guy when I wasn't smoking marijuana. I couldn't stop thinking about getting high. And that's when I decided it was time to get help. Hi, everyone. My name is Thurgood.
He was in rehab for weed, and I only pause to say that so I don't get in trouble with YouTube.
Hi.
Look how skinny and tiny he is before the Hollywood fame.
I'm here today because I'm addicted to marijuana.
You in here for some marijuana? Marijuana? Man, this is some bullshit.
Marijuana is not a drug. I used to suck dick for coke.
I seen them.
Now that's an addiction, man. You ever suck some dick for marijuana?
Huh?
No, I can't say I have.
I didn't think so.
Who's this man?
The secret has been revealed. That's what the clip is from. Watched it when I got suspended. Best movie to watch. Hell yeah. That's a good one to watch when you're suspended from school. You are a very benevolent savior of metal. Thank you. Thank you. Rest in peace, Bob Saget in the chat. Shout out to the people who knew that, comedy fans. Damn. Might be something. Let me check. I do have one more thing to bring up before signing off. Not yet, though. Looking for what else has come up. Nothing. I used to actually take some acting classes pretty near where that fire is. So that's fun. Sorry, I thought that was something big. Just looking for funny shit. Not funny at the moment. Yep, California's on fire. Anyway. Will Dark Insanity play the Bay Area someday? We'll play Northern California for sure. We'll play, where are we? We play Santa Cruz, San Jose, Berkeley. Some areas that I would like to get better before returning to, and I say that as someone who lived there for a long time. Don't threaten me with a good time, Bob. You know it'd be good. Another failed actor with the channel. Hi, Brett. Yep, I am actually Brett Cooper. I underwent some transition therapy to try to start my new grift. Jared says, I see the conspiracy nutballs online already saying the evil government created the fires. I mean, it's pretty early. They're still going on. Do you have proof that they didn't? I don't have proof that they did or didn't at the moment. I'm still saying it was Jewish space lasers that I funded because I'm a Zionist channel, apparently. Marduk BM, what's up, man? Says, hi, bro. Sorry to change the subject. Have you ever attended the pre-party for 70,000 tons in Fort Lauderdale? If so, which one do you recommend? Oh, the one in Fort Lauderdale, I don't think I did, actually. I know they're... yeah, the main one's in Miami. They also do ones in Fort Lauderdale. I haven't been, but they're usually pretty chill. Just people like hanging out, drinking, sharing stories. It will be a good time. The lizard people started the fires, obviously. They're the ones whose homes are on fire right now, so one of their weird orgies didn't work out, I guess. I've said too much. They're trying to take me out right now. What band is on a heavy rotation for you at the moment? It was Majestica because of December, because of their Christmas album that I love. That has been breaking off. I've been doing Sabaton a lot. I know Lilith is going to get upset and make fun of me, but Sabaton, because I've been into very war empirical theme lately. Who else? I usually have Frozen Soul on repeat a lot whenever I need just crushing death metal. Tend to go to either them or Crypto. Couple others. I've been playing Flesh God again because I was trying to figure out my favorite albums of last year. Flesh God's definitely up there. When they announced that their bass player, who also did vocals, was leaving, I was like, I never really liked his vocals. Nothing against him. I don't know if he could be a great person. I don't know, but I just never really liked his vocals with the band. And I think they're a little better now. What if it's the aliens from They Live that started the fire? Maybe. I watched that once. That was fun. I think it was the Diddy oil was being transported somewhere and burst into flames. Exactly. Night Fox, this is exactly what happened. You called it correctly. The lizard people don't have Diddy to show them proper candle use, and they ended up setting the place on fire. They needed the diddler there to show them what's up, and they couldn't figure it out. That's what happened. You see what happens? It would have been safer to let him out and let him keep going, you know? Sabaton is fire. What is that guy on about? Some people don't like Sabaton. Some people really don't like Sabaton. I always have. What was I doing? Anyway. One of the best albums from last year has to be from Grand Magus. I would definitely. I did listen to some really good one. What was it? Fuck. I might have wrote it down. Where's my phone? Here. I got it. Cool. I listened to 2 good albums that were bands that were new to me that I don't remember the name of, but I wrote them down because they were really good. That's not their name. I'm still looking for it. Cryptic Hatred. It's one of the ones I listened to from last year. Had a fucking sick album. Vicious Blade was another one. Those are 2 bands that I discovered last year that were pretty fucking rad. Cryptic Hatred and Vicious Blade. Badass. I also blame Owen Wilson. I don't know what for, but his nose. His nose knows. Dude, literally, I can't show you right now because my webcam is the one on the laptop, but to my left is clear blue skies, and to my right is smoke. Damn. Wyatt, is Mayhem worth seeing live? Yes. If you've never seen them live, absolutely. If you have seen them live, it does kind of get old after a bit. I'm not going to lie. I kind of feel like maybe I don't need to see them again, but I've seen them quite a lot, actually. But if you haven't, yeah, I absolutely would recommend it. Vicious Blade, yep. On my list of awesome albums from last year. Oh, shit. Substitute Metalhead. I'm not sure what to do anymore with the toss set list for Possessed from the Clash of the Titans 2024 tour ever since the controversy. Ooh, yeah. That's an interesting one. I guess how much do you love the band? And there are other members in the band that aren't Jeff. They're all kind of replaceable, but yeah. That is a tricky situation. Not gonna lie. Sweet, they're coming to Nashville and I've never seen them. Yeah, that definitely would recommend going. Maybe go to the bar when Mortis is playing. When we invade Canada, can we spare Terrence and Phillip from South Park? Of course! We're not wiping out all Canadians. We need that Tim Hortons. It's funny. I think Trump watches my channel. How else would he have gotten this idea? I start joking about Godzilla going in Canada. All of a sudden, the US is taking over Canada. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. I would like some credit for the idea, please. What a hilarious situation. Daniel says, I hope that this isn't a scam, Wyatt. That donation money is for the hostile invasion of Canada by Godzilla, not as funding for your frivolous Jewish space lasers. All the best world leaders control both sides. So I need to fund the Jewish space lasers to cause the problems that need to have Godzilla come in the first place. So if I'm puppeting both sides, profit, more videos for you guys, we all win. We're taking over Canada. Spare Annihilator. Yes, Annihilator is spared. Unleash the Archers. Most people are spared. We're just going to step on some Tim Hortons. Probably some annoying people, but hey. It happens. Trump takes Canada from advice from metal savior in chief. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Chippo says Trump also wanting to change the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America had me dying in laughter. Yeah. All of the talk right now with Gulf of America and Greenland and Canada, I'm just laughing. That's it. I'm like, all right, cool. Wyatt says, don't fuck with this senator. Godzilla's not a senator. He's better than that. Let me know if you guys can hear the fucking yard people are working right now. So on my end, it's kind of annoying, but I don't know if you can hear it or not. What happened to taking over? Iceland is a free country. An independent free country. It is my homeland. We're not fucking with Iceland. They're worthy, good friends. I've been to Iceland a lot. My grandmother came from Iceland to America. So it's has a special part in me. Damn. Ori says, I am flying in and out of Europe in the span of 24 hours from Australia just to see Sabaton on their legendary tour. Am I spending my money wisely? I mean, if it was a band I love that much, I would consider doing the same. I don't blame you. I want to see that tour. I'm very curious what it is. Sabaton with like an epic orchestra sounds sick. I was saying before, they need to make it like a 4D situation where there's actual gunfire while they're playing. Night Fox says Trump wants Canada and Mexico so our country can be called Cum.
Boo this man!
That's just too far. Substitute Metalhead says off topic, but they should make a show about a band touring and how they find venues, setting up the stage, finding opening bands availability, comedy like Spinal Tap mixed with The Office. That could work. Yeah, if it had good enough writers. Knowing nowadays it would probably get like 2 seasons and they'd be canceled because that's how most shows work now. Damn. Well, that is almost everything here. that I wanted to cover, but I do have one more thing to bring up. We've been laughing, having fun, but I do have a important, meaningful thing that I would like to share with everybody before I head all the way out of here to work on videos. I still have shit to work on. New video coming up very soon, being worked on, but you guys have heard me mention before my friend who was a World War II veteran. His name was Jack Gutman. I posted an interview with him on here a while ago. He passed away last month, unfortunately. I reposted the interview again, so you guys might have seen it. But this dude was a literal hero. He fought in World War II. He stormed Normandy and was in the invasion of Okinawa. Saved a bunch of lives. His family has started a GoFundMe to try to get enough to raise to get a plaque for him at the Veterans Memorial. They're not, super wealthy people. I happened to meet him and we became really good friends. We are raising funds to help memorialize World War II veteran Jack Gutman at the Mount Soledad National Veterans Memorial. Funds will go towards the purchase of a bespoke plaque paying tribute to Jack's service as a Navy corpsman on the memorial wall in La Jolla, California, that hopefully is still there and hasn't been burnt down yet. Yeah, Jack was a good friend of mine. He was literally the greatest human I've ever met. If any of you find some spare change, feel like donating, have some extra Christmas money, it would mean a lot to me to give any bit. I have nothing to do with this fundraiser. I'd have nothing to do with this money or who it goes to. It isn't run entirely by his family, but it would just mean something to me. So I'll post a link of that. I think I already did. Yeah, I made a post on YouTube with the link. So, yeah, thank you for everybody for the respect. You're all saying that. You guys don't need to donate. Don't feel obligated to if you don't have to, but be greatly appreciated. Yes, it is. GoFundMe, honor Jack Gutman. Can I post this in the chat? Will that work? Let's see. I'm going to try to post the link here. I don't know if it's going to work, but okay, yeah. Wyatt, get Hypnotic to the show link. Is he trying to get on? I've thought about it. Because me and Hypnotic have never really talked that much about metal. And I know he listens to it. So maybe that would be cool. Is he yelling at me? Let me check my Twitter to see if Hypnotic's harassing me at the moment. Doesn't look like it. I was about to end the show. I'm trying to do a nice thing here and raise funds for World War II veteran. Trying to get the leader of the bigot army on here. Oh, the fundraiser. Oh, yeah. I was going to ask him. I already asked a bunch of the people there, but yeah. Anyway, that would mean a lot to me. Why, you're a real one for making me boo them, for making them boo me. Thanks. You are welcome. May you enjoy that boo. And may yeah, words. Ellie Not So Smelly says, unfortunately, I can't donate to the GoFundMe, but I wish them the best of luck in their venture. I appreciate that, and I know they will appreciate that too. That's definitely. Rest in peace, Jack the Homeboy. Thank you. He will be missed. Thank you, guys. That means sorry to change the subject so quickly from fun comedy to that. But yeah, that being said, that I think will do it for the show this week. I believe I'll be back next week. Yeah. Besides that, try not to catch on fire. Be cool to each other. Don't get frozen in the snow. Take it away, Norm.
Now, this might strike some viewers as harsh, but I believe everyone involved in this story should